Alright guys, we got the fan motor out. Now what we're going to do with it? Everybody's like, okay, I got it out. You can't just buy this whole piece. You have to replace this piece, which is the motor. But you got to take off the fan and you got to get the wiring out of here. First thing I'm going to do, I'm a gun guy, so I always use ballistol. I know today I got on my HVAC hat. We're just going to spray the snot out of this stuff. Because I'm pretty sure that fan's never been removed. The fan blades haven't. So we're just going to give her a little something, let her soak, penetrate in while we're rubbing it. I don't work for ballistol, but this is some good stuff. Then we're going to just take our drill. Remove the screws from our little wire holder, and that'll free your wiring harness. Typically you've always got some kind of crud or crap in here, or spotters and anything else likes to make its home, so side. Now we're going to go get a wrench and break this nut loose. Alright guys, I got tired of fooling with it, so I just took the 4 base screws out and just set this whole thing straight out of the top. And if I have to, I will put this in the vise and try and press this out. Alright, we tried getting in there with a hacksaw. I even tried using the open-ended saw for the hacksaw blade, and it's just becoming a major pain in the butt trying to get between these fan blades. So we're going to try this a whole nother approach. We're going to take the sawzall to it. That seems to be working a whole lot better. That seemed to work a whole lot quicker. It took about 30 seconds to cut the shaft off this motor. And it didn't beat my knuckles up. Put you on some gloves. You're good to go. Alright. Now, we got to get this shaft clean. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take some sandpaper and skin all this up. We'll start with this end first. Alright, if you can, I don't know if you can see this or not. If I set it like that, you can. Alright, I don't know if you can see how pitted up and rusted that metal is. But you're not going to be able to drive all that back through that spindle. That's not going to happen. So, best bet is just to get you some sandpaper. and just clean around the shaft like so. If you had a Dremel tool, I guess you could do the same thing, but just a little sandpaper and start cleaning the shaft off. Alright, we got the pretty much most of the rust off of the shaft, at least where it should drive through. If not, we can go back and clean up some more. And basically what I did is I just took a piece of metal pipe. It should sit up against this collar, which is reinforced, and I should be able to drive that right out. I'll make that sound like it's gonna happen in 2 seconds, but give her a little bit of lubricant, top and bottom. We'll just get our ball peen hammer and try and drive this baby out. We'll see how this is gonna work. Get us a steel punch. And there's our fan blade off. Pretty easy way to save you $65 on buying a new fan. I don't think this one's too beat up because we just bumped up a little bit on it. We'll find out when we put it in the other motor. That's the easiest way I found to drive out your fan motor. Just always make, your fan assembly off the shaft, because just make sure you got a piece of pipe that is a little bit larger in diameter than the pin, just so it can pass through, but you want it large enough to support the fan housing, because this part's reinforced, it's not going to bend up. But as you see, the reason why this is so hard, so difficult, is because this thing's got a keyway here. If you see that pin drives in, wipe this off, maybe you can see. So as soon as this thing turns the first time, when your start capacitor kicks this thing on, it shifts a little bit, and then you get rust all down in through here, and you can see where it was pretty much in the shaft, it was still clean, but out in the weather you get rust on this side, and you're not going to drive that, because you know the rust, while it eats away at the metal, it makes the outside of it all jacked up. And you're probably going to brad up this end, taking it and just driving it down a little bit where you can clean it. So just flip it over and knock it out the other side. Whichever side you got to reinforce, that's the side you want down when you're driving it through. Alright, that's pretty easy. Alright, I'm gone.